guys, welcome to Space Boys channel. As usual, I'm playing with my globe, and if you're following my channel, you know why. Always I do this. One of my favorite things in the universe. It's a demonstration of our planet, which is the Earth. It's a planet in which we live, but there are many objects in our solar system which are not a planet, nor an asteroid or a meteorite. Something like Pluto, which is in the hearts of millions of people. So, I would like to explain about those dwarf planets like Pluto and Ceres, Eris, Makemake. There are many dwarf planets. So I would like to explain about those in today's episode. Let's start with the obvious. Everybody knows this dwarf planet. It's Pluto. So, what's so special about this dwarf planet? This dwarf planet has 5 known moons. They are Charon, Hydra, Nix, Styx, and Kerberos. Charon and Pluto both seem to orbit around each other because Charon is so massive that the barycenter of Pluto and Charon is outside of Pluto's surface. So, what's a barycenter anyways? A barycenter is a point in which a moon or any object orbits around a bigger object. For most of the celestial objects, the barycenter is inside of the planet or the dwarf planet's surface. Let's quickly go through the facts about Pluto. Pluto is 3.9 billion miles away from the Sun, and it orbits around the Sun in 248 Earth years. Its one day lasts for about 6 Earth days. The temperature of Pluto is negative 369 degrees, and it was discovered by Clyde Tombaugh in 1931. So it is one of the newest objects to be discovered. Yeah, there are many dwarf planets like Makemake and Eris who are discovered in like 2005, those years. We clearly get information about Pluto from a space mission known as the New Horizons, which reached Pluto in 2015. It took 9 years for it to reach Pluto. Have you ever seen that heart-like thingy in Pluto's surface? It's called Tombaugh Regio. Of course, it's named after the discoverer, Clyde Tombaugh. If you want to know why Pluto is no longer a planet, you can check out our video. I have made a video about it. The link is in the description. But in a nutshell, for an object to be a planet, it should orbit the Sun, be round and clear its neighborhood. Pluto fails to clear its neighborhood. Thus, it is not a planet anymore. We can't always say that Pluto is farther away from the Sun than Neptune. Sometimes Neptune goes farther away from the Sun. Pluto seems to trade orbits with Neptune. It's trivia time! Did you know that Pluto was named after the Roman god of the underworld, and an 11-year-old girl gave the name for Pluto? It's question time. So, today's question is, how many moons does Pluto have? Do write your answer in the comment section below. So that pretty much wraps us with Pluto. So now let's move on to Eris. Eris is the second largest dwarf planet with one known moon. Its name is Dysnomia. Eris is 27% more massive than Pluto, but it is still a tiny bit smaller. Eris is located in a place in the Kuiper Belt known as the scattered disk. So, you may ask, what is the scattered disk? Initially, planets orbit in one plane. Most of the planets do that, but Eris, it has an extremely irregular orbit. As you can see, all the other celestial objects orbit in one plane, but Eris, it goes up and down. So, the place in which Eris is, it's called the scattered disk. Eris is 6.8 billion miles away from the Sun, or 68 astronomical units. An astronomical unit is the distance between the Earth and the Sun, which is 93 million miles. 1 year on Eris lasts for about 560 years. 1 day on Eris lasts for about 25.9 Earth hours, and the surface temperature is about negative 400 degrees. Eris's surface is covered with thick layers of water ice due to its extreme cold. It's trivia time! Did you know that Eris was named after the Roman goddess of discord? And it's one of the reasons why Pluto is a dwarf planet? First of all, scientists discovered that Eris was smaller than Pluto, but it was 27% more massive. They believed that Eris should not be a planet because of several reasons. Due to the fact that Eris was smaller than Pluto, but it was still more massive, the scientists developed a criteria that either both should be a planet or none. And as they believed that Eris should not be a planet, they demoted Pluto and created the 3 criteria we know of today. It's question time. So, today's second question is, when was Eris discovered? Do write your answer in the comment section below. So let's move on to the next dwarf planet. Haumea is the 4th largest dwarf planet and the 2nd smallest dwarf planet. It has a ring and 2 known moons. Their names are Hayaka and Namaka. Haumea has a very thin ring. It's almost impossible to see. This dwarf planet is so little explored, but I will say as much information as possible. Haumea is 43 astronomical units away from the Sun, and it takes 285 Earth years to revolve around the Sun. 1 day on Haumea lasts for about 4 hours. As it spins so fast, it generates extreme centrifugal force. That's why it is oval in shape. Its temperature is negative 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And Haumea's 2 moons were captured asteroids from the Kuiper belt, just like Mars, who captured the moons from the asteroid belt. Haumea was formerly round in shape, but gradually it started to spin faster due to increased amount of collisions. Yeah, it was collided with an object to create a spherical moon, and that spherical moon also collided with Haumea. These collisions also created a thin ring for Haumea. All the dwarf planets, including Haumea, have extreme amounts of ice due to its extreme cold. It's trivia time! Did you know that Haumea was named after the Hawaiian or the Rapid goddess of fertility? It's question time. So, today's third question is, how many moons does Haumea have? Do write your answer in the comment section below. Hope you learned something new from today's episode. Thank you and goodbye.